The apartment is dark except for the blue glow of Alan's phone. It's 7:42 a.m. His alarm has gone off 4 times. He's still scrolling. A video about productivity plays on mute while he watches a different video about productivity. His thumb moves on its own. On the nightstand, a half-finished glass of water from 2 nights ago, a charger cable, a receipt from a convenience store he doesn't remember visiting. He finally sits up at 8:31, already late, already tired, and pulls yesterday's hoodie over yesterday's t-shirt. At work, he is a junior designer at a small agency where no one notices when he arrives. He notices. He spends the first hour answering emails he doesn't need to answer yet, just to feel like he's doing something. By noon, his real work hasn't started. By 6, he's still there, blaming the day. On the train home, his reflection looks like someone who has been losing a slow, quiet argument with himself for a long time. He doesn't know when it started. He just knows the version of him that had plans lives somewhere inside the version of him that has tabs open. On Saturday, he goes to a laundromat because his building's machine is broken again. While his clothes spin, he wanders 2 doors down into a thrift shop that also sells used books. He isn't looking for anything. He picks up a paperback with a faded sky blue cover because it's $3 and he likes the weight of it. The title mentions an hour he has never willingly seen. He laughs a little out loud at no one and buys it anyway. He reads it in pieces. On the couch. On the bus, in the bathroom at work, something in it keeps catching him. A line about how the first hour decides the rest. Another about how the mind, the body, the heart, and the soul are all quietly starving in most people's mornings. Alan has never thought of himself as having a soul that could be hungry, but he recognizes the hunger. The next Monday, he sets an alarm earlier than usual. He fails. He tries again Wednesday. He fails again. On the second Friday, something small shifts. He doesn't aim for the number in the title. He aims for 30 minutes earlier than his usual. His feet hit the cold floor. The apartment is quiet in a way he has never heard before. He drinks a full glass of water. He doesn't check his phone. He starts splitting that early window into 3 small pieces. First, he moves. Nothing impressive. He does slow push-ups on the rug next to his bed, then walks to the window and back, shaking out his hands like his body is a house he's finally opening. Then he sits at the small desk he had been using as a place to drop mail, clears it, and writes 3 lines in a cheap notebook. What he's grateful for, what he's avoiding, what one thing matters today. Then he reads. 10 pages, sometimes 5. Never the phone. There are mornings he loses. He sleeps through the alarm. He scrolls anyway. He eats cereal standing up and hates himself mildly on the walk to the train, but he notices something. The losses don't cancel the wins anymore. The streak isn't the point. The returning is. He starts protecting the first hour the way he used to protect his weekends. He stops answering emails before 9. He stops watching videos about other people's mornings. He realizes the years he spent chasing the feeling of being productive were years he spent avoiding the small, unglamorous act of actually doing one thing. On a Tuesday in late October, Alan wakes up before his alarm. The room is still dark. He lies there for a moment, not reaching for the phone, just listening to the radiator tick. He gets up. He drinks his water. He does his push-ups on the rug. He opens his notebook and writes, in slightly better handwriting than before, the one thing that matters today. He underlines it once. He still has the same job, the same apartment, the same tired face in the train window on the way home. But something has moved, quietly, a few inches inside him. The morning is no longer a thing he survives. It's the one part of the day that belongs to him before the world asks for it back. He used to think discipline was loud. It turned out to be the sound of his own feet on a cold floor, before anyone else was awake.